Didn't mean to waffle on so long, but I actually just enjoy playing this guitar. So it's actually tuned a little low. It's just been set up today, and I'm playing this, making this video just after I did the video for the Washburn electric classical with the Sitka top, and right away I can feel the cedar. Cedar's my jam. There's just something about the lower resonance of cedar. High fret. Have to fix that. There's something about the lower resonance of cedar that I love, and maybe this is a selfish thing. I feel it resonate through me when I play it. It hits a certain frequency that's very pleasant. But that's close up. That's me experiencing it in the immediate vicinity of the guitar. Of course, what's more important is how it sounds 30 feet away. And that's where spruce excels, because spruce carries and articulates probably better than cedar, which is, cedar's a little bit darker, sometimes can be a little muddy. But it sounds good from the player's perspective for sure. It's got a nice boomy sound. And we could argue all day on spruce versus cedar, and we'll split into rival camps and have 100-year wars over it. I've had battles with people that swear by spruce over cedar, and those who swear by cedar over spruce, and those who say screw them both. I want an old mahogany guitar. To each their own. Slight tonal differences in woods, also graduations, dimensions, joinery, all that stuff figures into it, but a nicely graduated cedar top just has a certain appeal, certainly for a private player, somebody who's just playing for themselves. What is this? This is the AC6S. This is a traditional classical guitar made by Alvarez. Solid cedar top with the very, very standard Spanish style rosette, mahogany back and sides with all wood binding. So it actually looks like it's unbound. It's not. It's bound maybe with mahogany or walnut strips. Even the cap at the top, is the same color, but it is a cap. Also binding on the neck, that's wood binding as well, so you can't really see it, but it's there. Interestingly, a rosewood faced headstock. Interesting choice, being that there's no rosewood anywhere else on the guitar, but I'm finding a lot of companies do this for some reason. The back and side may be mahogany, a lighter color, but they decide to face the headstock with a rosewood. I'm seeing that quite a lot. I've noticed that quite a bit recently. Not that it's bad, it's just an interesting choice. This is looks to be a ebony board, but I know it's not. It's some other sort of hardwood. If I can get the specs on that, I will put it in the video as text so you can see it. Looks to be a rosewood bridge though. Just the color of the is really dull. It's a really dull color. I know it's an exotic hardwood. I just can't think of the name of it right now. But Alvarez does a nice job with their I don't know if you can catch that, but it's got a abalone Alvarez insignia on the headstock. Alvarez, kind of like Washburn before, very good manufacturer of instruments. I've told you many times on this channel, I own 2 Alvarez Yaris, which are made by Kazuo Yari, and those are treasures to me. But that's not to denigrate the lower echelons of the Alvarez line. When you get into the mid-range of Alvarez, around the 300, 400, 500 mark, there's some excellent choices to be had, particularly this AC series. Also, they make excellent solid top acoustics in that price range as well. I think this is the first AC6S I've had. This is why I'm showing it on the video, and the fact that it's got a beautiful solid cedar top as well makes it even more desirable. I like the design on this. It's nicely done. I like all the wood trim. It's very subtle, very clean. Very traditional, darker coloring on the cedar as compared to the more white spruce look. It's just a nice classical guitar. I think you can get these around $350, maybe $300, slightly used, something like that. I think they are good competition for Cordoba, Cremona, all the other guitars that I show on this channel. Sometimes I get caught up in these newer brands. I forget the old standbys. And I don't mean Gibson Fender. I mean companies like Ibanez, Alvarez, Washburn, who've been around a long time and aren't the first out of people's mouth when they talk about the great brands, but in and of themselves, Takamine as well, in and of themselves, they are really great brands. They've been doing this for a long time. They've put out generations now of quality instruments, and they're still very, very competitive. Everything I get in the mid-range for Alvarez, Washburn, Yamaha, Takamine is always up there. They've got good standards, good QC. They're good companies, and of course we have to accept that most of their lower to mid-range, anything outside of the handmade custom shop quality is going to be made overseas. They're imported. Only the top, few models now of these companies are made in the US or in Japan. If it's a Japanese company, they're all making from China, Indonesia, Taiwan, and other Asian countries. That's just the industry. It doesn't mean that there aren't good instruments. These are very, very good, nicely made instruments. I'm not sure where these are made now, these Alvarez. China, it says on the inside. So, with Alvarez, I'm sure that their top Masterwork series are perhaps made in Japan. But anything below that is probably going to be made in China or maybe Vietnam and other countries as well. Still good guitars. These are really nice. If you like a nice solid cedar, boomy sound, these are a good bet. All right, folks. See you in the next one.